I'm gonna be driving all the way to South Carolina for Southeast Game Exchange. I'm gonna be stopping by every major destination for game hunting. The whole entire trip is gonna be about 30 days. And there is one little catch. Whatever is the absolute best pickup I get on this entire trip, I will be giving that game away at the very end. In every single video of this series, there's gonna be a little clue, a little hint. So if you pay attention to every video, you're gonna be able to get that game for free. My name is Ryan Kane. We'll call this the Kane Come Up American Trip, the CCAT. All right, guys, day 10 of me going to Southeast Game Exchange. Right now I'm in Tyler, Texas. My plan is to hit up everywhere, or at least all the pawn shops around here, and then to head on to Longview for the day. Seems like on the trip I've had better luck at the smaller cities, smaller towns. So hopefully I can get some good stuff here, good stuff in Longview. Oh. Right now, the giveaway game is the Gunblade and LA Machine Guns combo pack on the Wii. At this point, I'm thinking it's gonna be probably pretty hard for me to beat something like this. We'll see if, I mean, I hope I beat it. I want you guys to get the best game possible. But yeah, we'll see if maybe these guys can help me out with that. Well, unfortunately, they did not want to help with the giveaway. Hey, Keith, remember this trash can? Huh? Nothing too crazy. I would have really liked to get that SmackDown 2011, but yeah, you saw the disc was must have came from GameStop. Anyways, Call of Duty Ghosts here, Minecraft, Toy Story 3. The three of those were 10 bucks, so not bad at all. Oh boy, I remember this place. We'll see if the games are still in the freezer. Oh, yep, there they are. Okay, well, it's not games, but you know what? I'm gonna take that. Okay, that worked out. No games there really, but I guess Remington Steele. I've heard of Remington Steele before, and I knew that it was what Pierce Brosnan did before GoldenEye, which, hey, you know what? GoldenEye, that's gaming adjacent. But yeah, anyways, got the season 1 through 3 sealed box sets here for 13 bucks. I guess they're actually pretty decently valuable on Amazon, so I ain't gonna complain about that. All right, back to what is familiar. Okay, they were a little late opening the door, so I almost was tempted to leave, but I'm glad I didn't, because I ended up picking up Life is Strange on Xbox One, Call of Duty World at War, and of course, the prototype Biohazard bundle. The artwork's a little messed up, but the disc is in good condition. All three of those for 12 bucks, not bad at all. All right, back-to-back Cash Americas. We'll see if these guys can beat their brother. Oh yeah, nothing but absolute heat. These are actually decent though, so we'll see how cheap they are. And not bad, $2 Xbox 360 games, really not gonna complain. Once I send these off to Doublemint, it's basically as if I got paid $1 to have the Modern Warfare trilogy, which is not bad at all. Yeah, nothing crazy, just some of my favorite basketball games of all time. They were $3 each. After Doublemint, for some reason, wants to buy them from me. They're gonna be paying me $17 for them, so $8 back in my pocket, you know, some nice little lunch money. I can't really complain about that. Okay, next up, we don't have a pawn shop, we have a game exchange. Honestly, it's starting to become a little favorite of mine, and I think this is a new location just based off of the way the sign looks. There's some good deals in here. I don't have any quality games to trade them right now, but let's see if they got anything cool. But before we get into that, I gotta mention today's video sponsor, Doublemint Games. Doublemint is looking to make selling games as easy as possible. They've recently just revamped their website, and they're offering super competitive prices on games from pretty much every single generation. Personally, I've done thousands of dollars worth of business with them, and they've always treated me very fairly. If you guys are looking to sell games you find in the wild, or if you're just looking to sell games from your collection that you don't want anymore, or heck, even sell your entire collection, I recommend hitting up Doublemint Games. Check out their website. There's a link down in the description. All right, back to the video. That's a lot of Ninja Gaiden Black. It's actually not even that bad at 28, but interesting. Unfortunately, nothing there for me. Couple more pawn shops here in Tyler, and then we'll keep moving on. Oh yeah, this is that pawn shop that me and the Pickin' Preacher went to. He actually got a pretty good deal on a 3DS here, but you know what? Actually, by the time this uploads, he won't be called the Pickin' Preacher anymore because he changed his name. He actually changed, well, I'll let him tell you what he changed it to.
Yeah, learn you see it.
Okay, that ended up really working out. I ended up picking up everything here. I'd say the standouts are this Tunic like special edition, and honestly the Pinball Arcade. For some reason this is a decently valuable PS4 game, but everything here was 50 bucks. Really can't complain about that. All right, last stop here in Tyler. Make me proud. Well, nothing really I was looking for right now there, unfortunately. We'll keep moving on to Longview, Texas. Okay, before I get to Longview, there is a small town here called Glade Water. And the reason I'm here is because of this one pretty good pawn shop, actually. This Cash America, the last couple times I've been here, they've had some games. And, well, I'm hoping to get lucky this time. Unfortunately, a strikeout this time. We'll keep moving on to Longview. All right, first stop here in Longview is Gregton Pawn. Let's see what they got. Looks like they kind of got everything. If you need a Coke, I guess, there's that. Huh? But no games, so I think we're gonna move on. Okay, back to what is familiar. Decent. Ended up picking up Skylanders Giants, which this is going to be going to development. So basically, because of that, it ended up making it so that I paid $7 for NBA 2K14 and Uncharted Lost Legacy, which is a piece of crap game, but it is sealed, so I ain't gonna complain about that. I've actually been looking for NBA 2K17, so if these guys have it, that would be awesome. All right, that was pretty sick. No 2K17s, unfortunately, but I got something a bit better. They used to have a sticker system here, and I was trying to figure out how much each like sticker color was. They said they got rid of it, and they said if I wanted any games, just bring them up to the front. So I brought these three up, and they said how was $8 for the three of these. So I paid them $8, so can't complain about that. All right, next up we got a game exchange here in town. I'm gonna bring in this Air Conflicts that I just got. GameStop pays like $6 for it, and I'm not gonna be able to trade into GameStop for another like 4 or 5 days. And then I'm also gonna bring in this NBA 2K25 to see if they'll match GameStop's trades. And honestly, that assumes that they even have anything here I want, but let's go check it out. That's not bad, actually. 10 bucks. Okay, that worked out. They were basically able to match the same credit that GameStop would give me. Those two games I traded in, the way the credit worked out, it essentially made it so that whatever I was gonna buy with that credit was like 60% off of whatever the trade credit value was. So I was able to get 2 beautiful copies of 2K15 and Power Rangers Battle for the Grid Super Edition, which I'm pretty sure they had skewed wrong because there are 2 versions of this game, but I think they skewed it as the cheaper version accidentally, so took advantage of that. So essentially I paid like basically like $10 for these 3, but these 2 are going to development for $12, so I basically got paid $2 to have this game, so can't complain about that. All right, that was pretty solid. So I ended up picking up this whole lot here. Basically everything here was $185. After I send the 2DS and the 2K17 and the other 2K17, once I send those to Doublemint, I will have made $195. So $10 there, and then I get to keep the Rock Band 4 and the Monster Hunter World Iceborne for myself. So not bad at all. Couldn't come to a deal there. There is one more pawn shop left here in Longview. I will go ahead and check it out, and hopefully we can end this city on a banger. All right, that was a decent last stop. Ended up picking up Hitman Season 1 on Xbox One, good old Spider-Man, and one I haven't picked up in a minute. The Wolfenstein Dual Pack on PS4. This one's actually pretty decent. So the 3 of those for $16, not bad at all. Okay, well that is it for Longview, and I thought that was gonna be it for the day, but my final destination for the night, where I'm gonna be sleeping at, where I'm gonna be ending at, is Shreveport. But on the way there in Marshall, Texas, there's actually a couple spots I can stop by. So I'm gonna hit those up, and I'll cut to that. Okay, a couple of pawn shops here. Got a Cash America here, and then right across the street there's an Instacash. Gonna check them out, and then I'll be done for the day. Well, there are some good games here, but they're all a bit, well,
too much.
Okay, couldn't get anything at the Cash America. We'll see if Instacash can help me out. Unfortunately, nothing for me here in Marshall, but that's okay because I got plenty of deals today in Tyler and in Longview. So really can't complain about that. No, I mean, I was just wondering, is there any chance you'd have any video games at all? All right, guys, day 11, and I am now in Shreveport, Louisiana. Gonna be hitting up some pawn shops around here, and then there's actually a couple game exchanges I wanna see. Right now, I'm in front of this Cash and a Flash pawn shop. There's actually a lot of kind of mom and pop pawn shops around the area, so we'll see if they got any good deals. It's been a minute since I've been around here, so they've had a proper amount of time to reset their inventory. We'll see what these guys got. Okay, I actually just talked to the employee over there. I guess a couple employees called off, so they're kind of working on their schedule, whatever. They can't open right now, so might come back, might not. Regardless, we're moving on. All right, we got a big one up next. It's a huge, huge building. I remember last semester they had some games, but nothing really I wanted. We'll see if they have anything this time. Well, I expected nothing, and I got. All right, Cash America, save the morning. Okay, well, they got a lot of stuff. We'll see what happens with that. Okay, they ended up hooking it up. Basically, I managed to get everything here for $19. Double Mint Games, they are gonna be paying me $7 for this, so basically everything here was 12 bucks. Really can't complain about that. And the Halo Infinite is sealed, and so is this Bill and Ted dual pack, so not bad. Nothing really too crazy in there, but $2 a game, regardless of the sticker price. I can't really complain about that. Ended up getting Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, a loose disc of one of my favorite games of all time, because I know I have an empty case for it back at home. Tekken 6, Lego Star Wars 2, you already know, and Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. All of that for $13 after tax. Not bad at all. Okay, good old Max's. I actually don't know if I've ever gotten a deal at this one. I did get a pretty good Skylanders deal at one of the Max's last time I was here, so I'm hopeful. Three games in the whole store, and they weren't even what I was looking for. All right, next up we got one of my favorite game store chains, Game Exchange. Don't sleep on Game Exchange, people. I've been finding deals here. I don't have anything awesome to trade in, but we'll see if they got anything cool here. Definitely cannot complain about that. Man, I really wish we had Game Exchange in California, because honestly, that was incredible. I have a bunch of just stuff to trade into GameStop here. I was saving it for when I get to Georgia, but I figured while I was here, I might as well see what they can like match GameStop in with credit. And some things they were actually able to give me more. So I traded in a bunch of basically crap, sports games, whatnot, that I probably had $30, maybe $40 into max. And with that, I was able to get Rival Schools, which I don't know what was going on with it. It says it's listed as disc only, but it's clearly got the case with its cover art. There's no manual on it, but the discs look good. So that was a great deal already at 65 bucks. And then of course I was able to get 2K14 on Xbox One and one of my favorite football games of all time right here. So those were completely covered by credit, and I still have $14 left over. So essentially I paid, I guess we can call it like, I paid like $25 for those three, but then I'm getting $15 back from Double Mint for the Madden 25. So really I paid $10 for the 2K14 and the Rival Schools. So yeah, not bad at all. Okay, Max unfortunately did not have a deal for me, but we'll see if Cash America can make up for it. Well, it seems like they were pretty stacked today. Let's see what they can do for me here. Cash America, man, if you're looking to sponsor, hit me up. Yeah, that was a really great deal in there. Everything here was $90. So I didn't even bother negotiating because they already had really great prices on everything they had. So after I send these off to Doublemint, that'll be $42 back to me. So it'll be as if I paid $48 for this whole stack here, which is an incredible deal. Okay, definitely not expecting another deal like that in any of the other pawn shops or really anywhere around here, but we'll stop by this little small pawn shop, which I did get a decent deal here last time. It was a bunch of junk, but I did get it cheap and I was able to get some nice trade credit for it, so we'll see if they can supply me today. Well, I got a Switch, but no games. All right, that was super decent. 3 for 10 is pretty unbeatable. I ended up picking up Black Ops on the Wii, Skyrim on Xbox One, which both of those are going to Doublemint. They're paying $15 on those. So essentially, I got paid $5 to have the Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year edition. Artwork's a little bad on it, but the discs are clean, so can't complain about that. Okay, discount jewelry and loan. Last time I was here, they were doing $2 Xbox One games, so we'll see what's up today. Well, nothing really there. Unfortunately, we'll see if Max can help me out. Well, oh no. My next stop was Second and Charles, but it looks like they're going out of business. Okay, well, we'll see what's left of the game section. Well, just my luck. Everything in the store is on sale, but they didn't even bother with the games. They just shipped them off to another store, so we're good here. Anyways, gonna head to this game exchange right here. I've got a little bit of trade credit left. I'm gonna see if I can come up on any good deals. I might just take in my whole box of GameStop trades and see like what they actually can do better on compared to GameStop, but we'll see, we'll see. Well, I'm really trying here, but there really isn't much of this location. I feel like I'm just a game exchange billboard at this point, but it really is a cool store. I had a bunch of games I was gonna trade into GameStop. I brought them in and I straight up just asked them, hey, if you guys can at least match GameStop, I'd rather trade them to you because, you know, I was here anyways. And they were able to do a lot better than GameStop in a lot of trades. There was a few games they couldn't, so I kept them, but I was able to trade in a bunch of crap that I didn't have a lot of money into. And with my trade credit, I was able to pick up a couple of Uncharted 4s, of course. Hot Shots Golf Out of Bounds, Guitar Hero Smash Hits, Crash Twin Sanity, and Just Dance 4. The trade credit I used, I probably had $30 into, maybe a little less. Basically, that pile cost me $30. Obviously, there's more than that in trade credit. The cool thing about Game Exchange, if you do more than $50 in trade credit, they let you pick out a free snack. So, picked up one of these. So, all of that for 30 bucks, but I'm getting $10, $22 back from Doublemint for sending them the Just Dance 4 and the 2 Uncharted 4. So really, it's as if I spent $8 for the Hot Shots Golf, the Guitar Hero, and Crash Twin Sanity. And these, so not bad. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for me in the whole Shreveport area. I actually did pretty good here today. I'd say this is probably the best Shreveport run I've done. There's a couple of thrift stores and there's one pawn shop I could go to now, but honestly, I'm good. I've gotten enough today. I thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next one.